Today's video is sponsored by Doomlings, and stay right here and prepare yourselves. Doomlings hooked us up with a massive giveaway you won't want to miss. Doomlings is a lighthearted strategic card game set at the end of the world, but instead of doom and gloom, it's all about having fun while everything falls apart. It's quick to learn, super replayable, and honestly gives me Magic Light vibes, which I love. And Doomlings isn't just the base game, it's an entire universe. There are expansions, boosters, and tons of unique cards like Dynalings, Mythlings, and Techlings that totally change how each game plays. My favorite thing is that every game feels unique and fun. No two plays ever the same. If you want to check it out, just scan the QR code on the screen or use my discount code Commander's Quarters for 20% off your entire order. Oh, and Doomlings was awesome enough to let me give away a Supreme bundle, which includes the base game and every expansion released so far, about a $200 value, shipped internationally. Just leave a comment below to enter, and I'll pick a winner soon. Thanks again to Doomlings, and I hope you all enjoy it as much as I do. Hey everyone, Mitch coming in from the Commander's Quarters studio. Welcome to the show. So on today's episode, I've got a good one for you. You need to pick up these cards right now. Their prices just crashed. There's a link in the description below, handy dandy link for you. With all that said, let's jump into the cards and talk about just how much those prices dropped. So, whether you are a fan of Avatar or not, you are going to be a fan of these massive price drops for these cards, and if you're like me, you don't really care about what the card looks like. I personally am not a fan of the look of these cards myself. That being said, I'm a fan of these prices. My goodness, Sundial of the Infinite is a great example of a massive price drop. A card that was only printed in Magic 2012, and then the list, which is like, kind of a reprint-ish. This one, though, again, $2.64 right now compared to previously around 10 or so. So 1/5 of the price for this artifact for 2. Pay 1, tap, end the turn, activate only during your turn. This is the card where you show it to a new player and they're like, why would I ever play that? There's plenty of reasons for that. Well, there are, some weird scenarios where you're like, oh, okay, hey, you know what we're gonna do? We got all these, end of turn effects that happen. You know what? Instead of that, let's just end the turn and get all of that off the stack. So, yeah, there are certain ones that are like, oh, yeah, you gotta sacrifice these things at the end of the turn, or you lose the game at the end of the turn, or all these other things. You're like, you know what? Let's just have that not happen. This is a interesting card that, again, is never reprinted ever and is reprinted now, so pick it up and build around it. It is so much fun. And speaking of fun, well, for you, Agent of Treachery! Yay! 7 mana in blue, a 2/3 human rogue. When it enters, steal something. Great. Gain control of target permanent. At the beginning of your end step, if you've stolen 3 or more things, congratulations, you draw 3 cards. So this is an insane effect. Again, literally on ETB, no cast trigger requirement, meaning that, yeah, Blink decks absolutely love this. Clone decks love it too. But yeah, Blink decks are like, oh yeah, Blink, oh, steal something else. Blink, steal something else. Blink, steal something else. And if you've got a clone deck, you're like, oh yeah, I get a couple clones of this, steal some things, and draw an insane amount of cards. Yeah, it's a crazy, crazy powerful effect. $1.75 they steal for this right now. Down from like $5, $6 or so, even $7 in some places. Again, a card that came out in 2020. Basically didn't see any reprints. There's like a secret layer drop of it, which is not a reprint. The first actual reprint of it in a way, and yeah, you are going to want to pick this up right now while it is still cheap. The price is going to go up. Pick it up and steal your opponent's, best cards out there. It's like, hey, you know what, let's take that. And then at some point, they're going to run out of the best cards. You're like, you know what? Well, I guess you only got lands left, so those are mine now too. Okay, bye. And speaking of bye, okay, yeah, you might be saying bye to your friends, essentially, if you are playing this card. That being said, if you're playing in CDH, you're completely fine. You can obviously play it, but yeah, this is a giant price drop. $5.78 right now is a steal for Draneth Magistrate, down from around $16, 1/3 of the price right now, which is ironic because this is a 1/3 for 2 mana in white, and it says, hey, your opponent can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands, which, yeah, normally wouldn't be a big deal for most things, for most decks out there. Yeah, Impulse Draw is a thing, playing things off the top library from graveyards. Okay, so it is a little bit of a big deal, but the most thing that is a big deal is yeah, hey, your command zone is not in your hand. Therefore, yeah, your opponents can't play their commanders. So you get this down early, and all of a sudden, your opponents are shut out from playing their commanders. You're not shut out from playing yours. And if your deck is built around your commander, you are upset and in trouble. Lovely. Yeah, so this is a card that, again, don't just throw it into any deck out there. I know it's incredibly powerful, yes, but you're going to lose friends if you do that. It's one of the saltiest players in Commander year after year. But here's the thing, again, if you are playing one of those higher power metas, yeah, obviously this is an expectation that the card like this can be played, so if so, pick it up right now while it's still low priced. Moving on, do you like mana? Who doesn't like mana? And with Heartbeat of Spring, you can give everyone more mana! Yay! Enchantment for 3 mana in green. Remember, if player taps a land for mana, they add 1 mana of any type that land produced. $1.57 right now for this gem. This is a card that literally came out all the way back in Champions of Kamigawa a long time ago. It's a card that's around $4 or $5 usually, down to just, $1.50 or so. It is a card that, well, doesn't see like any reprints. It was reprinted in Double Masters and then a Secret Lair drop, which again does not count. So yeah, the first reprint in a long time, and all of a sudden, it is just $1.50 for something that can double up your mana. Yes, your opponents as well, but you probably have plans for that. Maybe you got ways that you can get more lands into play, obviously, than them. Ways you can take advantage of those lands by maybe untapping them and tapping them again. Or just you're in a group hug deck and you're looking to, just throw some chaos into the world by giving everyone more mana too. There's plenty of ways to take advantage of this, and plenty of ways to just really utilize all that mana. I mean, who doesn't like a lot of mana in Commander, right? Big spells, fun times. Pick it up. Next up, speaking of fun times, Entomb. Putting things in the graveyard. Again, as a newer player back in the day, I've been like, why would I ever want to take a card out of my library and put it into my graveyard? I want to draw it. Yeah, no, actually, sometimes it's better just to have a card in your graveyard. Instant for a single black mana. Search life for a card, put it right in your graveyard, then shuffle. This is an incredible card. This is an amazing card. This is a 1 mana tutor for literally anything in your deck. And it puts it into a place where you've got access to it, again, if you've got your deck built around that. If you don't, if you have nothing for graveyard interaction or whatnot, it's like, you don't play this card because you're just like, okay, I get rid of a card out of my library. Awesome. I'm never going to get that back. Yeah, no, don't do that. But here's the thing, again, you've got Reanimator decks that are like, hey, let's bring that card back out of the graveyard. You've got, flashback type decks. You've got decks that can take advantage of things in your graveyard. You've got commanders to get things out of your graveyard. This is basically a 1 mana incredible tutor that gives you access to that card. Lovely, amazing, $6.60 right now. Down from like $15+ again. This one does not see a lot of reprints. Last reprinted in Dominaria Remastered, but still, yeah, a massive price drop, like 1/3 of the price. Pick it up while it's still, well, relatively cheap. Let's take a left turn, though, to the Tarnished Citadel. Left turn, like, going to a land, I guess, is kind of what I was going for. But Tarnished Citadel, sure, I guess that's, we're going that way. It's that way. Okay, anyways. Tarnished Citadel, a land that can tap on a colorless, or you can tap and add 1 mana. Any colorless land deals 3 damage to you. Lightning Bolt yourself. Lovely. $2.11 right now for this amazing card. Down from, listen here, $21 back in the day from Odyssey. Yeah, this one did come back in Mystery Booster. That one was a little higher. That price has dropped itself, too, down as well. But, yeah, the extra reprint here really tanking that price all the way down to $2.11. Again, like 1/10 of the original price from that Odyssey card. It is an amazing land. Yeah, again, is there a little bit of a punishing factor to it? Sure. Like, you don't always have to utilize that, though. Like, you can just utilize the colors when you don't need to fix your mana. Need to fix your mana? Take the punishment. It's fine. You're in Commander. You've got 40 life. Utilize your life. It's not even 1/10 of your life total, okay? It's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. And, of course, there are certain decks out there that even care about getting their own life totals down, like a life swap deck. So, yeah, there are certain decks out there, certain strategies that literally will not care about losing that life. In fact, it might be a good thing for that deck, or just so you have, like, a life gain strategy. You're like, I gain thousands of life. What do I care about 3? And fixing your mana on a land that comes into play untapped is, well, very, very, very rare. So, yeah, take advantage of this one and pick it up while it's still cheap. Next up, a card that has never seen a reprint until now. We've got Empty City Ruse, the card that has the biggest price drop out of any in this entire list, because it came all the way back from Portal 3 Kingdoms, which I believe notoriously, and correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong on this, Magic lore people out there, or historians, I believe was a historically underprinted set, essentially, so it didn't have a lot of prints out there, and yeah, incredibly rare card to get because, well, it's like $40 or so for the original of this one, but now you can get it for just $2, 1/20th of the price, which is insane. A sorcerer, a single white mana. Target opponent skips all combat phases of their next turn. Basically a fog in a way, but kind of also a way to, prevent that opponent from actually even having combats, which can really shut down certain decks out there. Again, like an Ishin deck is like, oh, I don't get any of my triggers. Oh, darn. Yeah, so being able to just go, you know what, you're just not doing this. And again, for 1 mana, it is kind of a card where, again, you're only shutting down one player. It's not the entire table that you're, like, stopping from attacking. But here's the thing. You can wheel and deal with a card like this. You can be like, okay, hey, other opponents, player A over there, Jimmy or whatever the name is, essentially. Like, okay, that player over there is in control right now of the game, okay? They're going to swing. They're going to cause problems. Hey, if I do this, all right, look at me. I'm being benevolent. If I do this, will you all give me a turn off? Like, I'm trying to, like, really, really help everyone out here, okay? So 1 mana, do this, and, just get some good political will with your other opponents, okay? For just $2, it's lovely. Have fun. Speaking of fun, tutoring! Yeah, Cruel Tutor is such a good card. $8.25 for this gem. Sorcery for 3 mana. Search life for a card, then shuffle and put that card on top. You lose 2 life. Yeah, this is an amazing card. It has not been reprinted basically ever. It is from all the way back in Portal. It is a $40 card down to just $8. It got reprinted in the list, which again is kind of reprint, kind of not essentially. And essentially with this card, again, now it is 1/5 of the price, which is absolutely crazy. It is a great tutor again. Is it, demonic tutor? No, it's not, but like nothing else is anyways. That being said, 3 mana is under the curve for a tutor that can go get you absolutely anything. Yeah, 2 life, again, we talked about life. It's a resource. You don't care about that. That's 1/20th your life total. Who cares? Go get any card out of your library for 3 mana. Absolutely amazing. Pick it up right now. Or, hear me out here, just tutor for your opponent's best creature. Yay, Bribery, such a fun card. Sorcery for 5 mana in blue. Search target opponent's library for a creature card, put that card on the battlefield under your control, then that player shuffles. Yeah, go steal your opponent's best creature. This literally can just be a game-ending play, just like turn 4. Like, you ramp turn 2, and you're like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. Turn 4, you're like, yeah, Bribery. Okay, you look like you got big creatures in the deck. Oh, here's Blightsteel Colossus. Okay, the game is over. You literally can just win the game haphazardly with this card. And even if not, you are getting an insane power boost with a card like this. It is so much fun to just literally look at your opponent's deck and go like, okay, so that's your strategy. Okay, I know everything in your deck. Awesome, I know what you're doing here. So yeah, you just get like a lot of extra information on top of being able to get the creature. But yeah, just getting the creature like, yeah, okay, here's, Blightsteel. Okay, let's see how this goes. Lovely. $2 down from like $8 or so. A massive price drop. And again, this card does not get reprinted very often at all. So much fun. If you've never played a Bribery, pick it up and play it right now. You know what? Or have your opponents do all the work for you. Instead of you having to look through their deck, and go like, hey, you know what? Let's pick this one creature. Insurrection. Have you seen it before? So much fun. Sorcery for 8 mana in red. Untap all creatures and gain control of them until end of turn. They gain haste until end of turn. Yeah, being able to go, hey, you know what? Oh, all these creatures are on the field right now. Okay, they're all out there right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to actually just take them all and swing with them all, and then I win. This is one of like the OG Commander I win cards. This is like a game ender that just goes, you know what? It's been fun, and everyone's been turtling up and just sitting there and be like, okay, I played my spells. I got my board. I don't have any like all that beneficial attacks that leave myself open and maybe, making someone else upset. So pass. And then that happens for like 8 turns. And then everyone's just sitting there. And you're like, okay, you know what? Let's just end this right here. Okay, like there's like 40 creatures on the board right now. Yeah, I'll play this. Okay, give me all the creatures. I swing. I win. Yay. Outside of just being a win condition, too, like if you have an aristocrat style deck, it is such a fun card to play because you're like, okay, I steal all the creatures. Even if you don't win right there, you just go, okay, hey, before I give them back to you, I'm going to sacrifice all of them with my free sacrifice outlet, like a Viserys, and they're all gone now, so it's basically like mass removal as well, like a one-sided board wipe, and I get all that value out of it, too. So much fun as a win condition, so much fun as a, value play in certain decks out there. Pick it up. And all the other cards on this episode, too. Again, a reminder, in the card list link in the description below. And with that, this episode is coming to a close. As always, comment below with your thoughts on it. And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG Player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.